Katelyn and welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be a bit of a vlog going over everything that I am doing to celebrate my 22nd birthday. If you have watched some of my previous videos, or specifically my most recent video before this one, then you'll know that I've low-key kind of been dreading my birthday a little bit because just the days, weeks, months, sometimes even leading up to my birthday, I just have like this weird gut feeling that like convinces me that it's gonna be a horrible day and that I'm not gonna have a good time and that I hate my birthday. And then the actual day rolls around and I'm like, oh wait, I love my birthday. So, it's kind of a weird roller coaster, but it's something that I've sort of, kind of, almost gotten used to. I say that very, very loosely because I was definitely still struggling with it last week, but at least I'm aware of the fact that it's a pattern. Like, I will feel bad about my birthday until the actual day. Like, I'm aware of that. Is it ideal that I'm not a big fan of my birthday until the actual day? No, not really. But, you know, there are worse things, I guess. I have a couple of plans for today. One of them being that I am going to have dinner later on today with my family at one of my favorite sushi restaurants, which I am overwhelmingly excited for. Like, genuinely, I am so excited for that. But before then, I'm actually going to be kind of going around town and getting a bunch of birthday freebies. A couple months ago, I became obsessed with getting as many birthday freebies as I possibly could. And I was like really into it. Like, I have a whole spreadsheet on my notes app of like every place that I'd want to go to that has birthday freebies, how to get it, like how to redeem it, that kind of thing. And then a couple weeks after that, I kind of forgot about it. So I don't have necessarily as many as I would like to, like, ready to go, but I do have quite a few, like at least 10. So that's very exciting. I will also say that some of them aren't technically freebies. Some of them are like discounts, but a lot of them are just like a free drink or a free dessert from a restaurant or something. So I am currently getting ready, obviously, to head out and start on that little excursion. I do already have like a kind of planned route, sort of. So I know where I'm wanting to go, in what order, like when certain restaurants open and stuff. And I think I'm pretty set. And honestly, a part of me thinks that like if I had a couple more on this list, then it would probably be too much and I might not be able to get to everything. So in a way, it's okay that I'm not doing as many as I thought I would. As far as the rest of the week goes, I have at least one thing that I know that I want to do, even though it's not necessarily birthday related, but it's just like a couple of things that I've been really wanting to buy. So I'm like, well, I can buy them for myself for my birthday and like make it a whole event, if you will. Or at least that's the plan for now. Unfortunately, I do work like a lot, so it won't be like a fully packed, like, oh, I'm having a party every night and I'm going out for lunch with all my friends every single day. Like, I just can't do that schedule-wise. So don't expect anything like insane. I'm also like just much more introverted, with the exception of like a couple of my friends that if I was with them for like 72 hours straight, I could be like, yeah, let's go another 24. Like, we can do this. Like, I love hanging out with you. But for the most part, I am pretty introverted. So I will do a lot of stuff alone or just like prefer my alone time. So I'm not necessarily like bummed out by the fact that I like don't have a lot of plans or that I'm like not having a big party with like 30 people at it, because this is just how I prefer to spend my time and my energy. So yeah, I don't really know why I went on that rant, but here we are. Anyway, I do actually need to be heading out pretty quickly to get started on my day. And really quickly, as far as the freebies go, I don't think I'm going to be updating you during every single one that I get. I will probably take like some shorter videos and put it all in a montage, and then maybe go over my list at the end once I've like collected everything that I am going to collect for the day. Because I think if I pulled out my camera to vlog, it would just take up a lot more time. And if, again, I want to hit all the places that I want to hit, then I don't necessarily have all the time in the world. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. I'll try to pull out my camera at least to get some clips, like I said. I also am not entirely sure how long this is gonna take. Like realistically, I don't think it'll take that long to get to all the places I'm wanting to go. So I have a couple of like ideas of what I might want to do between getting all the birthday freebies and meeting up with my family for dinner, but it'll also be entirely dependent on what the actual time frame for all of this will end up looking like. I guess I am gonna go ahead and get my stuff together and head out and start on my freebie run. All right, so I am officially done getting all my freebies for the day. I, about halfway through, actually stopped off at my house and dropped off a bunch of the stuff that I got because there were some like items that needed to be refrigerated if I wasn't going to eat them immediately, and I wasn't. Plus a couple of like pastry items. I am done, like I said, and I do have actually quite a bit more time until I am meeting up with my family for dinner. However, I have not been thrifting in a very, very, very long time. Actually, is that even entirely true? I think I went thrifting a couple weeks ago, but I haven't done like a really good like in-depth thrift of like the entire store in a really long time. So I'm thinking that I want to do that today, mainly because I actually have another friend's birthday coming up and I want to get her some stuff. And so I am going to be keeping a little bit of an eye out for stuff at the thrift store as well. But yeah, that's the plan for right now. I don't think I'm gonna go to more than like 2 thrift stores at most. Maybe just the one that I'm at right now, quite frankly. But then I am probably going to head home and just relax, maybe change into a different outfit for dinner. I'm not sure yet, but I guess I will keep you updated. All right, so I am officially back home after having gone out and had my dinner with my family, and it was so delicious. It was so good. I got what is known at this place as a shrimp volcano roll, which is a California roll as the base, and then just a pile of crab and shrimp and like eel sauce and one other type of sauce, I think, on top. And it's just absolutely amazing. Absolutely incredible. I also had some crab rangoons, some clear soup, and some miso soup. And genuinely, it was just absolutely amazing. Like, it was incredible to me. I did obviously change my outfit a little bit. I actually only changed my shirt. I just wore the same pants, wore the same jewelry, put my hair up, and that's like the only difference really. But I realized earlier that I never actually went through everything that I got today, kind of like I said I would. And I know that it's all in a montage and you probably saw most, if not all of it, but I did want to go ahead and run back through it and go through all the details and stuff. So the first place I went was Starbucks, where I got the tallest latte that I could get with like caramel, brown sugar, vanilla syrups. I had a vanilla cold foam. I had a caramel drizzle on top. It was really good, and it would have been almost $9 on a regular day, and I got it for free. So that's awesome. I also went to Brugger's Bagels and got a garlic bagel with onion and chive cream cheese, which was delectable. Then I went over to Panera where I got a cinnamon roll. Then I went to Chick-fil-A and got a free dessert, which originally I thought was either just like a brownie or a cookie, but I think they recently added on the drinks that you can get as desserts, like the milkshakes and like the floats and stuff. So I got an Oreo milkshake, which was delicious and delectable. Then I actually went over to Nothing Bundt Cakes and got a free mini buntlet, which was the flavor white chocolate and raspberry, I'm pretty sure. I also got free pita chips from Cava. After that, I went to Taco Bell to get a free Baja Blast freeze, I think it was. And then I went to Summer Moon and got a free drink, which ended up being a iced chai latte. I went to American Eagle where I used a $5 off coupon to get some socks. After that, I went to Tropical Smoothie and got a free smoothie from there. Then I went to Crumble and got a red velvet white chip cookie, and then ended off my freebie hunt with Dutch Bros where I got a lemonade with like strawberry in it, and I added on some strawberry popping boba. It was a very time-consuming experience to go to all of these places and get all the free things, but honestly, it was so much fun. And quite frankly, I used my own free will to just do all of these freebies on the same day because I think most of them gave you the option to either use it for the entire month or starting on your birthday gave you like a week after that to redeem it, with the exception of Starbucks, which is only day of. But literally all the other ones I could have done throughout the rest of this month, but I just really wanted to do everything in one day. As far as thrifting goes, I did end up finding some good stuff. I got plenty of things for myself, but I did find one really good find for my friend that I said that I was looking for birthday stuff for. I actually have to go grab everything because I've kind of put it all away already, but I want to show it off. All right, so I got 3 books, 3 movies, and 1 pair of shoes. So let's start with the DVDs. I recently started watching the Jason Bourne movies for the first time ever with my parents, and we just finished the second movie a couple nights ago, so I was so incredibly excited and shocked when I saw the first Bourne movie, The Bourne Identity, and then also the second Bourne movie, The Bourne Supremacy, on DVD at the first thrift store that I went to. I was absolutely shocked and gagged and very happy. And then at the second location that I went to, I found the third movie, which is awesome because even though I haven't seen it yet, this means that we won't have to buy or rent it. And then the 3 books I got were all one series as well, and it is the first 3 books of The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. I have that first one, which has the same name of what I just said, the second one, which is The Second Summer of the Sisterhood, and the third, which is Girls in Pants, the third summer of the Sisterhood. So I am very happy with my physical media finds for today. And then this last find is actually not for me. It is for my friend whose birthday is coming up and will actually be happening after this video comes out. So Rachel, if you're watching this video, click off now. Do not watch the rest of it. I am so serious. I will be so upset with you if you tell me that you saw it in the vlog before you actually got it. I'm gonna be so mad. Okay, good. So at the second thrift store I went to, there was this shopping cart just abandoned in the middle of the store, and I walked past it once or twice, and the second time I looked into it just for funsies because originally I was nervous to look in it because I was sure that someone left it to just come back to it in like a couple of seconds, but after a while, no one did that, so I went up and took a look in, and there were a bunch of video games, and there were a couple pairs of shoes and some movies as well, but this one pair of shoes stuck out to me because I see them all the time. All the time, like on TikTok and on Pinterest, because they are so cute. And this is them. This is them. And I was so shocked when I first saw them. I was like, oh my gosh, those are beautiful, and I'm obsessed with them deeply. And so I grabbed them and I ran to the other side of the store because I didn't want someone to like come running up to me and screaming that I stole from their cart. But then I saw an employee like take the cart and take everything out of the cart and put it all like away. So I think it was fine. So I held them up to my feet first because obviously they're super cute. And I was like, well, I would love to have those, but unfortunately they are just too small. And so I texted Rachel and was like, hey, what size shoe are you? And she eventually texted me back that she is the exact size that this one like translates to. And I say translates to because this is actually a like European brand. So on the bottom, instead of like, I don't know, the US sizing of like 6, I almost just said 6, 7. So instead of like 8 or 9 or 10, it has 38 on the bottom. So I had to look up what that means in like US sizes. And by some miracle, the size of these shoes is the size of shoe that Rachel wears. And I was literally so excited. I was like, this is huge because I actually don't know if I've talked about this before, but Rachel is kind of doing a bit of a fashion rebrand. Like she's going for a bit of a different look than what she currently has and trying to slowly transition her closet into clothes that she like really likes. And I think this is a great step in the right direction. I think that this is going to be perfect, or at least I'm really hoping it is. And if she doesn't like them, then she can at least resell them for a lot of money, I'm sure. But yeah, those shoes are going to end up in a gift bag, a big bag of gifts that I'm going to give to Rachel for her birthday. And that is not for a little while longer. So if we can just keep this between the two of us, that would be great. And I've already talked about it, but after that, I went over to have dinner with my family, which again, was absolutely incredible. But now I am home post dinner and I'm thinking that I want to watch a movie and not really do anything crazy for the rest of the night. I'm currently debating between the Lego Batman movie, which is the greatest movie of all time, and Megamind, which is also the greatest movie of all time. But I am planning on doing at least one more thing for my birthday to celebrate it, to commemorate it. I'm actually not gonna tell you what it is yet because I want it to be a surprise. But I doubt I'll do much, if anything, tomorrow. So I think I'll see you in 2 days. So it is now 2 days later after my 22nd birthday, and honestly, not much has happened since I last saw you, which is what I consider to be a good thing. There hasn't been any like huge changes as far as like people treating me differently or like just things in general being different now that I'm 22. So again, a good thing. But today I am coming back to you to continue this vlog because I am off work again today, which is really shocking. I like very rarely have 2 days off of work nowadays. So when I do, I try to take full advantage. And today I am going to be just kind of running around doing some leisurely things. Like I want to go to my favorite cafe and get a matcha and read. And I think my only other concrete plan that I have is to go to a bookstore and get myself some books for my birthday, because why not, right? I'm also technically getting some stuff for my friend Rachel, whose birthday is coming up, who I got the gift for at Goodwill a couple of minutes ago for you, a couple days ago for me. I'm not quite fully dressed yet. This is the vibe that I'm going for. I just have on a like pair of jeans. There's one hole on this side of the leg. But it's kind of cold again for some reason. So I'm not like wearing my usual ripped jeans, but I'm wearing this tank top because it is supposed to get a little hotter later, but both of the places that I'm planning to go today generally run a little cold, so I'm going to also be wearing my favorite flannel of all time that I thrifted from the men's section because that's where all the best flannel is, unfortunately. I've never actually paired this flannel with anything but like a white or a black tank top, and it kind of just came to me in like a vision today. I was like, wait, the flannel is colorful. I can wear like a colorful tank top underneath and like really pull it together. And honestly, I'm really loving how this looks. The book I'm going to bring today is A Court of Mist and Fury because I am reading ACOTAR for the first time ever this year. And I'm loving it. Like, I'm literally loving it. It's so good. It's so well written. I think it's absolutely amazing. I think it's so fun. I am trying to read at least all the ACOTAR books, hopefully ACOTAR and Throne of Glass, and maybe by some insane possibility, all of Sarah J. Maas's books before ACOTAR 6 and 7. What is it with me and accidentally doing all the 6, 7 jokes in this video? I don't know what's going on, but hoping to read all of those books before the new books come out. And is that kind of a crazy dream for me, who's been a very slow reader these past few months? Maybe, but I'm gonna try anyway, because why not? Anyway, I'm just rambling at this point. I am gonna head out to the cafe, do some reading. I'm not sure how long exactly I'm going to spend there because I do want to spend like a lot of time at the bookstore if I can manage it. But I know that I'm gonna at least stay there long enough to drink a strawberry matcha. So I guess I will see you in just a bit. All right, so I have officially wrapped up my day and I didn't really take many clips while I was out. I did end up filming a little bit of a TikTok that was kind of about my day, but it wasn't anything crazy. Like I said, I went to a cafe, got a strawberry matcha latte, and it was delicious, and I had a great time, and I read a bunch in my book there, and then I actually stopped by here, the house, to get some food for lunch just because I didn't want to spend too much more money since I was kind of spending a lot of money today. And when I was done here, I went out to a bookstore called Brightside Books and Wine, and I got quite a few books. Quite a few. And I actually also ended up staying there for a couple of hours and reading even more. And now I am nearly almost 50% through A Court of Mist and Fury, which is genuinely so baffling and mind-blowing. Like, I am truly, deeply loving this book so far. But now for what's really important, my haul from the bookstore. I do have quite the haul because I was not just buying for myself, but admittedly, I did buy more for myself than I actually intended, so there's that. So the first book I got is actually one that came out yesterday and that I have been following online for a couple of weeks now. It's not like I've been following it since it was first announced or anything, but I honestly wish I had been because I'm so intrigued and genuinely interested in this book and the characters and the plot. It's called Please Don't Go by E. Salvador. I believe that this is the author's first book, or at least from what I could find online, it's her first book, and I love this cover so much, and it came with a couple of little freebies as well. I got this art print. I wish I knew who the artist was, but I don't. I think that the author probably has this tagged on her Instagram somewhere, but I think it is so cute. And then I also got this bookmark with them on it and the title, and it's signed by the author, which we love. And if you watched my bookshelf reorganizing video, then you'll know that I'm in serious need of some yellow books, so this helps in that department. Next is We Become Darkness by Grace Morrow. I actually read the back of this book when I was last at this bookstore, and I didn't get it then, but I've been thinking about it ever since. So I knew that I wanted to buy it when I came back. And at first I was scared because I couldn't find it. It wasn't in the same spot that they had it last time, but thankfully I did eventually find it. And again, very excited to start this book. And then lastly, I got The Song of Sunrise by Monica J. Deloy. This is a book that has a magic academy of sorts, and I actually haven't read a lot of books with that type of storyline where it's like a school setting but like magical, and I think I need to get more into that. I think I need something to motivate me to eventually reach for Fourth Wing, because it has been sitting on my shelves for far too long. Not to say that that's the only reason I reached for this book. I do think that this one is really interesting as well. And actually, this book and the last one I was talking about are actually going to be featured at a book event, if you will, that's actually going to be hosted by the bookstore that I went to in June that I'm going to. So I want to be able to have read a couple of different authors before I actually go to that event. And hopefully I can bring a couple of books, get them signed, buy some other books from different authors. And these two will definitely help me in that department. Now I'm going to be going over some of the stuff I got from my friend for her birthday again. So Rachel, if you're watching this, click away. Even though I kind of doubt you're still watching it, you probably just didn't watch the rest of this video, and that's fine, that's okay. Okay, anyway, I got her Wildfire by Hannah Grace because I love this series, and I made her read the first one because she was wanting to kind of get out of the fantasy genre, not because she didn't like it. She really likes fantasy, but she wanted to kind of try dabbling in some different genres, so we went with hockey romance. And this is the next one in the series, so I'm hoping that she loves it as much as I do. And I like really love this series. It means a lot to me. And I also got her a little magnetic bookmark because in the past she has gotten me a couple of magnetic bookmarks, and I absolutely love a magnetic bookmark. Like, they are so superior to me. This one just says one more chapter, but it's a really big one and seems pretty heavy duty. So I think it'll be really good for reading those bigger fantasy books that I was talking about. And I was actually hoping to get a shirt that I saw the last time I was there again, but they did not have it in my size. So I'll just have to go another time and hope that they have it in stock then. But yeah, I'd say I had a pretty good haul, so I am very proud of myself. And now I'm actually about to head out to have movie night with Rachel, and I actually probably should have already left, but I'm going to leave now because I need to do that. I'm hoping to do at least like one more thing to kind of commemorate my 22nd birthday, so this video is not necessarily ending right now. I just have no idea what's coming next. So I guess we'll find out together. All right, it is now a couple days later and I am at another bookstore. Shocker, I know. I am getting one book for myself and another book for my friend's birthday present. And I think I might end up getting a little drink, perhaps? If the place that I am thinking about is still open, I might get a matcha. And then I am going to head home and probably just relax and read for the rest of the night. So let's go see if they have the books I'm looking for. I have arrived home and I am incredibly happy to say that I found both of the books that I was looking for. Plus, I did end up getting a matcha. I got a mango matcha from a coffee cart near the bookstore I was at, and I'll make sure to put in the video I took of it right here so you can see what it looked like, but it was absolutely delicious and I loved it. And I honestly want another one. So the book that I got for myself was Violet Thistlethwaite is Not a Villain Anymore, which is actually another book that I am hoping to read before the romantasy book event that I think I was talking about earlier in this video. I'm like pretty sure. The list of books that I want to read before that event just keeps growing longer and longer. And truthfully, I want to read all of the books before the event, but that's just not possible. But I do have a lot of physical copies now of books that I want to read and then take with me and get signed. But yeah, that's just adding to the list, I guess. And then the second book that I got, which is again a gift from my friend Rachel. So Rachel, if you are somehow still watching this video, having skipped past the 2 other things that I got you, please skip this part as well. A couple months ago, I came across this book called Life's Short, Talk Fast, and it's a collection of essays on why people love the show Gilmore Girls so much. And I've never personally watched Gilmore Girls, even though I think I would really enjoy it, so maybe that needs to be something that I look into when autumn rolls around again. But Rachel loves this show and rewatches it all the time. So when I saw this book, I was like, oh my gosh, she would love that. Or at the very least, it would look really cute on like a coffee table or something. So I'm hoping that she really likes it. It is a little comical that like most of me celebrating my birthday was just buying myself stuff, mainly books. But you know what? I know what I like. One other thing that I actually did for my birthday is that I scheduled my first ever tattoo appointment. And I am really excited for it. I have been wanting to get tattoos since I was like 16, and obviously haven't gotten any yet, but I have just wanted to be absolutely covered in art, like for the longest time. And I finally decided to commit to getting a tattoo, one of the first ever tattoos that I ever even wanted, actually. And I'm really excited about it. I'm pretty sure that's actually going to be next week's vlog. So if you'd be interested in seeing a like get my first tattoo with me vlog, then you should definitely subscribe. But yeah, like I said, I think I'm just going to spend the rest of the night reading and relaxing. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video right here. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!